Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rhino Exploration. My name is Zach. Today, we're out in the garage. We're actually here in the new garage. It's actually really nice to have this garage. I'm very excited. It's very empty at the moment. There's nothing in here. Mainly because I don't have any of my stuff yet. It is still coming from Hawaii. It's somewhere over the Pacific Ocean at the moment. So, we're just kind of hanging out at the moment. Here shortly we're going to remove the end caps off the front bumper of the Jeep so we can make it a stubby bumper again, because I really don't like those end caps. But I put them back on the Jeep when I shipped it because free shipment of weight. Didn't want to pack it with all my household goods, so we're going to take those off here in a few minutes. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to the garage. This is where we're going to do a good majority of our filming. Any reviews of products we're going over, anytime I'm working on the Jeep, it's going to be here in the garage. At the moment, all my parts for the Jeep are still in New Mexico. We didn't have enough room to throw it in the back of the truck when we came from my parents' house up here, so it's going to be coming at the end of the month. When my dad comes up to get the truck, he's going to bring all of my Jeep parts. So we're going to be able to start working on the Jeep at the end of the month. I'm actually super excited. We got the winch plate, the radio, all those other things to start installing on the Jeep, and I'm going to bring you guys along on that journey. But for today, it is going to be just kind of introducing you guys to my new environment, a big old garage, and then taking the end caps off the Jeep. That's what we're going to be working on today. Yesterday was the first time I actually got to truly road trip the Jeep, and when I say road trip, I mean drive it longer than 2 hours on a freeway. I actually got to. We went up from here in our home in Denver, and we drove over up to Breckenridge and hung out for a good majority of the day. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it, and driving the Jeep up those steep inclines, up into the altitude, it was super good. Like, the Jeep handled perfectly, and I am super impressed with it. And then on the way home, it just cruised. We took a whole different route coming home, and the Jeep just cruised up and down the mountains and back into Denver, and I'm super happy. You know, it's one of those things I've been looking forward to since I bought the Jeep, is road testing it, and it went great. So we're gonna have more adventures in the future. But here in a second, we're gonna pull out the stuff and we're gonna remove those end caps off the front bumper and make it. Alright guys, so because I don't have any of my tools, and I'm going to be buying new tools here soon, actually it's not in there, I'm going to be buying new tools soon, we need the little toolkit that came with the Jeep. Because what's in it is all the tools required to remove the doors and the bumper parts and stuff like that off the Jeep. Alright guys, these are the two tools that we're going to be using today to remove the end caps off the Jeep. And here are the end caps. This and this one. Yes, they are a little dirty. It's from our drive yesterday up in Breckenridge. It was snowing up there. It is not snowing down here in Denver. So we're going to remove these end caps. Alright guys, there are 8 bolts that basically kind of go down and around that hold the end caps onto the fender. Now for those of you that have Jeeps, you may not have the steel bumper. That's what this is. The end caps are removable, and you have to remove those 8 bolts on each end cap, and they slide right off. And for those of you that have the plastic bumper, your bumper kind of looks like this, except for it's plastic and breaks really easy. So we're going to remove the end cap, we're going to remove these end caps. We're going to get these 8 bolts off using our lovely Dundee hand wrench. I am missing my tools right now so much. So when I put this back, So when I put these back on, guys, yeah, you're probably going to see my phone bounce in and out. I don't have a whole lot of light. There we go. So you probably can tell when I put these back on to ship the Jeep, I didn't make them very tight. Because when I originally tried to remove it when I first bought the Jeep, they were on way too tight. I could not break the bolts loose without a breaker bar. Wasn't the greatest feeling in the world. So these two bolts, they're right kind of top and below each other on the back side. Oops. Alright guys, as you can see, I have gotten the bolts pretty much all loose. These are how the bolts are kind of in the back here. Let me see if I can get this on a better angle here, get the light. There they are. You can see they're kind of protruding out. Those are your bolts. You have the ones that are tucked in the back down there. I already moved the two from the bottom because I couldn't just leave them loose, they'll just fall right out. But if we take the rest of these out, set them up on the fender. Remove them. This should just pull right off, just like that. And just like that, guys, we got one of the end caps off. So let's go to the other side of the Jeep. We'll get the other end cap off, and then we'll have the Jeep looking like a stubby bumper Jeep again. Alright guys, we got the end caps off. One of the things I like to do though is I like to put the bolts back into the holes that we just removed them from. Because if you don't, it just has these empty holes that are just showing, and it kind of doesn't, it's not appealing to me. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. So I'm going to put the bolts back, and then we will see what the bumper looks like now that all the end caps are off of it. Alright guys, we got the end caps off. They're both right here. They're about 33 pounds all together. They're like 15 pounds a piece. So that's 33 pounds or so, or yeah, 30 to 33 pounds that we've taken off of the front of the Jeep, which is going to make it a little bit lighter, and it just gives it a more aggressive look that I find more appealing. So I'm going to show you guys the front of the Jeep real quick. Okay guys, here is the front of the Jeep. Try and get as best we can. It's a little tight in the garage at the moment. But yeah, no more end caps. They're gone. Gives me a lot more tire clearance there, and it just looks more aggressive, I think. And it looks more appealing. So soon we'll be getting the winch, which will go right up in here. We'll remove this plate and put the winch in there, and then I'll be taking off that front license plate. Yeah guys, there she is in all her beauty at the moment. More upgrades are coming. But this is the garage. It's gonna be our new home. Thanks for joining me in the garage today, guys. And thanks for helping me with removing the front of the bumper. We'll be doing more projects here soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please, if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read all the comments. I try and respond as best I can, and I love feedback because it just makes me better. So thanks for watching, guys.